Christian, Greg Olson was just in here, and he said that the way you carry yourself in the huddle, it's like none of this is a surprise to you. This is where you belong. Is that, in some ways, your background and your success at Stanford, is this where you always sort of figured you'd end up?
Oh, man, I think for me, anytime I'm on the football field, that's kind of my comfort zone. That's where I feel comfortable. So, guys like Greg and all the vets here have been so great to me, helping me learn all the plays and just, getting on touch with everything, making sure everything's okay in the huddle, and can't thank those guys enough. But yeah, I'd definitely say the football field is definitely my safe place.
Christian, Jonathan Stewart the other day said nobody in the league can ever stay with you one-on-one. What do you think of that?
I hope not. Yeah, it's high praise from an unbelievable player who's done a lot for me, helping me learn, and a guy that I can look up to and watch every day. So I really appreciate him saying that.
Christian, do you remember where you learned that step that you're setting people up with and then going by? I mean, you've already gotten Luke with it, you got Shaq with it. I mean, some guys have talked about that, and Rivera talked about setting people up and how you do that. Is that something that came naturally, or somebody taught you?
I don't know. I think it just came naturally. I think a lot of it had to do with just playing in the backyard with my brothers all the time, and we had a little grass patch, so there wasn't a whole lot of space to work with. So you had to find different ways to make my older brother miss. So I think growing up playing multiple sports too, playing basketball, a lot of that quickness and setting people up and being able to jab one way, go the other way, explode off that first step. That's kind of where I did a lot of that stuff too.
Were you a point
guard?
guard?
You don't really seem to dwell a lot on plays, but did you get a little swell of pride when you shook Luke Kuechly?
It was a good feeling. Anytime you can make a play against a great player, it's definitely a good feeling. But that's one guy that you can't get comfortable with him if you make a play on him, because he'll come back the next play, and he's known to definitely make a lot of plays on his side as well. So it's one of those things where you make a play, you got to come back in the huddle and get ready for the next one, because against our defense, you're always going to have to work and earn what you get.
Did your dad or Max or both of them have something to tell you, like, this is one kind of hard and fast rule you should try to follow during your first training?
No, the biggest advice they gave me was just to be me and have fun with it, and that's really what I'm trying to do. As we week in, so I'm doing both, and being me, and I'm having a lot of fun.
How often do you keep in touch with Max during camp?
We talk all the time. Yeah, we're always sending each other texts and FaceTime and all that stuff. So that's been good, having him as a shoulder to lean on.
You've been getting rave reviews in here, as some of these people just mentioned, about from the veterans, about some of your moves and your ability. Are they telling you that in private as well, or are you just kind of just another rookie day in, day out when it comes down to it behind the scenes?
Oh no, man. There's a lot of support, definitely. Anytime I make a play, a lot of the guys are right there, saying nice play or whatever they say. So, I spend a lot of support, but that's just kind of how this team is. If somebody makes a play, we're all kind of there to lift each other up. And anytime I don't make a good play, they're right there too, letting me know what I have to do, what I have to fix in order to get it right. So, that's the sign of a successful team, is when you got veterans who are willing to help the rookies out as much as they do.
There's already pressure on you initially being such a high draft pick. Is there even more pressure now that guys are kind of telling you how great you are this early on into things?
Nah, that's a mental thing for me, and I don't really see it. Anytime there's pressure, there's always pressure. There's always pressure when you step onto a football field to be great, and that's kind of how I look at it. And but I don't feel it, man. I just go out there and play ball.
Talk about what your first week of training camp's been like, with practices and signing autographs and everything you had to do.
Oh, it's been great. Coming out here, anytime you get a chance to step on the field, it's a wonderful opportunity and a blessing. So, the fact that I get to do it for a wonderful organization just, means a lot. But it's been great. Meetings have been awesome. Coach Skip helped me out a lot, as well as the veteran backs too. So, I'm still learning, but it's definitely coming along, and I'm excited.
Have you been called up, like, in a team meeting yet to play the harmonica or sing or anything like that?
Yeah, I had to sing day one at camp, so I played a little piano and sang.
What was your go-to? What was the song?
That was lean on me.
And what were the reviews like?
I got solid reviews. I got the claps, so I didn't get booed, which is good.
How important was it for you to come in and just kind of head down and be the yes sir, no sir kind of guy that it sure seems like you're being right now, not being like, yeah, I was a top 10 pick?
I mean, that's just how I am. You know, it wasn't like I'm just going to be like that when I come in. That's kind of how I've always been is, you know, just play ball, you know, be good to people and play football as best I can and help the team win. And for me, you know, they got a lot of veterans on this team who have been there, done that. So I'm all ears. So, you know, in order to listen, I can't be talking. So that's kind of how I'm approaching it. And so far it's been great.
A lot of those veterans are playing cards and stuff like that during the day. We don't see you out there. What are you doing during the day, during the off times?
I take care of my body. I'm, you know, doing something with treatment, but I've been out there a couple times just playing cards or Connect Four is my game, so I'll get out there a little bit and play that. But you know, a lot of times I'm, you know, getting treatment, taking care of my body, getting ready to go for the next day.
Did you get a chance to go back to Charlotte yesterday or Sunday?
Oh no, I stayed here. Yeah, I stayed here and you know, took care of myself and did a little more film study just so I could get ahead.
Was that what a lot of rookies did, or were you kind of in a small group?
I mean, I'm not really sure. A lot of us, you know, there's definitely a good amount that stayed here. You know, some people went. There's treatment over in Charlotte too. So you know, whatever anyone did, it was just kind of enjoying the off day.
Given how good you are as a receiver, do you expect to be using pass protection much?
You know, I don't know. We'll see. I hope so. I think that's something I take pride in, is being able to pass protect too. And but you know, but we'll see when the games come around.
Talk about the offense and all the weapons you've got and all with the guys you're playing with.
Yeah, it's. I mean, there's weapons all over the place. You know, I feel like it's a team where there's a lot of opportunities there all over the field. So you know, one of those things where we have the weapons, but it's just going to come down to us executing and us being able to play together and get in a rhythm and go fast.
Adding you, Curtis, Shepard, have you heard the veterans kind of talking about the upgrade, or even the coaches about the upgrade in speed? That seemed to be something they really kind of looked toward, was really making this a faster ball club this year.
Definitely, yes. I mean, speed kills. So anytime you can add speed to an offense and guys with big play ability, you know, it stresses a defense a little bit more. So that's something that we definitely, I think, put in and you know, have some guys that we you know, that we drafted too and free agency that we got that could really help us out there.
Christian, I know it's not exactly film study, but what do you think of this season of Game of Thrones so far?
Okay, so my HBO account broke, so I haven't watched any of them yet until I get that fixed. So I think I'm just going to wait till the whole 7 episodes, is it 7 or 6, until all of them end and then binge watch them. I think that's what I'm going to do.
You better stay off Twitter then, because there's...
Oh, I'm already off. Don't worry. I don't have it right now, so we're good.
Did you not pay your bill? Like, what happened?
No, I don't. No, it's my mom and dad's account, and I just don't have their password, and I've been too lazy to text them, so.
You don't have your own HBO account?
No, I don't. We got a family account. We're always family first. So
They're not making you pay for that yet?
Huh? No, not yet. But thank you for bringing that up. I'll probably get a bill. Yeah. We're supposed to keep that under wraps.
JJ, you're in the hometown, a little bit off the beaten path here, but you're in the hometown of JJ Arcega, Whiteside, and he obviously had a strong finish to the end of last year. Just your thoughts to see a guy that we could maybe see as being one of the breakout kind of performers, do you think, in the college game this year?
Yeah, definitely. You know, JJ is an unbelievable worker with a bunch of athletic ability, so I think for sure he's going to be somebody to look out for. I can't wait to watch Stanford and all those guys work this year, because I know they put in the work, and I can't wait to watch them, because you know those are my guys.
Christian, what's it been like for you on the practice field with Cam? He's obviously a unique individual playing that quarterback position, and the energy and how vocal he is on the practice field and talking trash with TD. Has it been kind of fun for you to play an offense with a quarterback who treats the game like that and who has that kind of fun when he takes the practice field? Yeah,
it's been great. You know, when Cam's Cam, he's at his best, but you know you got to let him be him, and I think that's the biggest thing of him is he's such a talented player, and when he gets in a rhythm, he's pretty hard to stop. So you know he's been unbelievably helpful to me, and you know his energy is very effective, and you can feel it feed off on the whole team. So you know I'm really appreciative I get to play next to him.
Has he given you a nickname?
Huh?
Has he given you a nickname?
No, I just call me Mac. That's about it.
Can you talk about how the fans have welcomed you, and are you looking forward to Fan Fest in Bank of America Stadium later in the week?
Definitely, yeah. These fans are unbelievable. You know, I kind of gave me chills when I first came out there, and I heard them cheering my name. First time I took the practice field, so that meant a lot to me that people actually do care, and the fact that there's so many people that come out to practice and support us all the time is pretty special.
Has this been anything that you expected before coming into it?
I really didn't know what to expect. I just knew that I got to show up on time and learn everything as fast as possible, and then from there just play ball. So that's kind of what I've been doing. And now that we're about a week in, I can get in a rhythm now. So it's kind of better, than it was at the start, because you're kind of frantic running over all the stuff pretty quickly. But now once you're in a rhythm, it's a lot easier.
There's a lot of talk, obviously, during the spring about how you were going to be behind and all that stuff. You only had that one practice. Does all that seem like it's in the rearview mirror now, and you're pretty much caught up?
No, definitely, yeah. I mean, even when I was had that time off, I was calling Coach Skip every single day. We'd talk for about an hour and go over, what the team went over that day, which was nice. It does, it's not ideal not being there, because physical reps are a lot better, but we made the most out of it, and really appreciative that Coach Skip took the time out to help me out.
Jim?
What's your goals going into the season as a rookie?
Oh, I got a lot of goals. I kind of keep those personal, but there's a lot of goals out there for sure.
James Bradbury said he thinks you got bigger from the spring to now. Are you able to share what you weighed in at?
I don't know. Am I? I'm like 205, yeah, and that's pretty much what I've been at, 205.
You talked a couple times about taking care of your body. Do you have any kind of workouts or fitness or stretching that are unique to you? Like, what's your program like?
Are you asking me for the secrets?
Yeah.
No, I mean, there's no secrets. I just, I do a lot of stuff in the water, contrast baths, ice to hot, all that stuff, and I do specific like tissue stretching called Eldoa. Do some of that too, and then when I can, when it's available, I do some stuff in the sauna too, some different stretching there. But a lot of it, man, is just my diet, my sleep, and my hydration. I think that's the main thing. Is I got all my allergy tests done, and now I can really lock in and know what to eat, what not to eat, and be on a specific plan.
Just a couple more, guys.
Was there something that came back from those tests that any kind of foods you had to give up that you were like,
No, I mean. Not really, no. I pretty much know all the stuff not to eat, so we're on track now.
You mentioned learning your footwork initially in those backyard family games. Were those tackle, two-hand touch? How crazy did they get? Kind of what were those like growing up?
It depended on the day and how we were feeling, but a lot of times they were tackle until somebody got hurt. Then we played touch, and then next day we played tackle again. But those were intense, man. But you look back, that's kind of, as a kid, you dream about being here, and so looking back on that, I think that was the time of my life was during those periods where me and my brothers, it was just us out on the field, and we were just running around causing havoc. So to me, I look back on those and really appreciate those memories.
Did you pretend you were somebody else during those days? Was there a player that you always said, "Oh, I'm this guy"?
Yeah, it was pretty much a different player every day. We would always call out who we were to start the play. So, but there was a whole bunch of them.
Who were you?
There was a lot of them, man. I was probably a different player every day.
Any favorites?
I was always Barry Sanders. That was probably my favorite. That's who I'd go to. Barry Sanders or Reggie Bush.